All right, today woke up at 191. Looking good. If I was some sort of majestical wizard and I had to predict when I was going to raise my calories, it will probably be in 2 or 3 days. So, my last prediction of my telekinesis powers were correct because I said 5 or 6 days from that last video, and now it's about to be the fifth or sixth day in 2 days, I think. So I'm going to be raising to 3,800 calories and still intense cardio and still same training routine. The only difference I'm going to be the only adjustments I'm going to be making in my training is, honestly, I'm going to try to have better form control in certain reps, like towards because I always start heaviest as I can when I get there, and then as the sets go on, I go lighter and lighter and lighter, and but now, and I think my form is honestly pretty good. I would give it like a B plus, my form in total, but I really want to focus on the eccentric more now, because I've been watching a lot of different bodybuilder doctors and people like Andrew Huberman, Dr. Mike, big bald guy, kind of looks like me. That's a joke, but yeah, they talk about the importance of eccentric, and they talk about how it's so important to get a full stretch in movements, and I'm trying to start to focus on that. I've been incorporating more of that in my training routine, but really, like, I don't think about those things because I'm just like, everyone has their own style of lifting, I would say. There's people that are very to the books, very science based, and very, form focused, slow reps for every rep, lightweight, only lightweight. And then there's the other side of the spectrum, people more brutish, and they kind of just go and really kill the muscle, go as heavy as they can to start, and then start to go down as the sets go on, because that's what happens when someone starts to work out. You're the strongest in the beginning, and then as the sets progress, you tend to go down in weight because you can't keep the reps the same if you're going really heavy in the beginning. But from the people that I know, the people that are so science-based and form-focused, they have not put on the most size, and they don't look the best from what I've seen. It's the people that put in the most intensity and really give it all in the gym for every single set. And their form, maybe it's not perfect, and maybe it seems like they're just throwing around the weight a lot. But at the end of the day, it's about the intensity and the amount of effort you're putting into each and every workout. And I would say, from what I know the people. Oh, I opened the window. I know people that work out more brutish and more intense, give it all they have for every single set they do. Those people tend to look better, and they tend to be bigger and stronger than the opposite of what I just said before. I would say I am somewhere in the middle. I definitely lean more towards the brutish working out type of person, but I would say I do have good form as well, and I do try to go slow on the eccentrics for half of the time. I wouldn't say all the time. I would say about half of the time of my workout, I'm saying. But I would say I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. And now, I've been working out like this probably for around 3 years, and I think it's time to slowly start switching gears. All right, so I am going to start going more form focused, more slow on the eccentric, and explode out. But the difference is that I'm going to still push these sets to maximum intensity, maximum failure. I'm not going to leave like 2 reps in the tank, RIRs, reps in reserve, because I just don't believe in that kind of stuff. I believe in take everything to the maximum ability it could go, which is failure for each movement. And yeah, but I'm going to, like I have been doing, I'm going to keep definitely the first set heavy of every single movement, and maybe the second two. Normally I like to keep like the first 3 heavy or first 4 heavy, but I'm going to maybe keep the first one heavy, not as many reps, second one even, and then start going lighter from there, and start going more volume based maybe, and yeah, more form focus, slow on the eccentric. And yeah, but as it goes on, I'm just gonna update you, because how I have been working out these last 3 or 4 years, I want to say I've been working out for, I think, maybe a little over 3 years, but not consistently. Now it's been 2 years consistently working out, but muscle memory comes back like this. So that's why in the first year I put on some pretty good muscle, and then I stopped working out, and then when I started again, it came back. Anyway, I got off subject. What I was saying was, what I have been doing for me has worked tremendously. It has worked in so many ways, and really, it's very simple if you look at it. I mean, in the beginning, it's not, because you have to learn what hits what and how certain things, how to hit certain muscles, like where you have to move your body, what direction you have to go in the range of motion. That all comes with time, and as you keep going, you will learn. And as time goes on, you will experience new workouts, and then you will see other people do them. So you will just learn the form, and you will all that will come. What I'm trying to say is, all that will come with time. But the bottom line, it's very, very simple for me. It's just go as hard as possible. That's it. Just go as hard as possible. And obviously you have to go in somewhat good form, but I'm not even telling you guys to go in perfect form. Don't get injured, of course. But if your form's a little sloppy, and if you're swinging on bicep curls, it is what it is, because I still swing on bicep curls, and my arms are pretty big. And then of course, diet and sleep. But I'm just talking about the training right now. So yeah, let's get into back day yesterday. So yesterday I switched up gyms. I go to 2 gyms. The reason being because I like what both gyms have to offer. One gym, they have completely different machines than the other one, and one gym's, the sauna is absolutely this. How could I say the size? It's about the size of, I don't know if you guys know what an Oompa Loompa is, but I would say if there was a measurement for an Oompa Loompa's shower, if an Oompa Loompa was going to take a shower, it would be the size of an Oompa Loompa shower. That's what one of the gym's sauna has to offer. It's tiny, and somehow it says 3 people can fit in there, but absolutely not. Only one person can. 2 people touching can, but I don't like that. Yeah, so the other gym that I go to, they have a very big sauna, and their gym is like 4 times the size. So I go to 2 different gyms because it just depends on what I want to work out, what machines I want to use, what body part I'm doing. It all depends. So yesterday was full back day, and I did have my straps in the last back day. I forgot my straps. I don't know if you guys saw that video. But what I started with was these lat pull downs. You guys have seen this machine before. I really, really love this machine. I do. And also the other gym does have a nice lat pull down. But this lat pull down, I like it better than the cables, I would say. There's just something about it when you're pulling it down. There's just like extra force when you're get that squeeze. It's just a little bit heavier at the bottom than when you're going up, and I just really like that. And then when I go up, I'm able to get a full stretch going up because I can adjust the handle up to down. So like I said, I'm trying to really focus on the full stretching in movements, and also the eccentric and stuff. But yeah, this lat pull down, I warmed up into the weight. Like I always say, back is very, very easy to warm up into. It's just you have to go a little bit heavier, little bit heavier, little bit heavier until you feel you're ready. And when I felt ready, I went straight into my back movement. This stack is a little bit light. You know, I can definitely try to maneuver some more weight on here somehow, possibly, because there's like a there's a lever on the side where It has like 3 different settings, and if you move it to a certain setting, I think it gets heavier. I just have to figure that out. But I really was doing... So I was going still heavy in this, but also form focused because it wasn't that heavy. So for the first set, I would get 10, I think 10 or 11, and then I would drop set by switching grips, and then I just kept doing it like that. I stayed at this lat pull down for 3 sets, okay, and my lats were already starting to get cooked because I had a lot of carbs in me before this workout. Right before this workout, I had a penne vodka. I went out to eat. I normally don't like to do that because I can't track it, but off subject again, I'm getting off topic, but let's just say I had a good amount of food in me. So after that, I went into cable rows. I have not done lat biased cable rows on these kind of machines in a while, or I should say on these kind of cables in a while. I love it. There's just something about it where, like I said, I get a full stretch going back, and then when I pull it, I go right towards my belly button, and like I said, when you pull it towards your belly button, that's when you really do hit your lats. So, and then when you pull towards your chest, that's when you hit your mid-back area, upper back. So, I stayed at this. My first set, I went decently light, actually. I got like 14 reps, maybe 13 or 14, and I decided to up the weight. And then that's where I only got 8 to 9 reps. And then I did a drop set. And I stayed there for 3 more sets. So far, 6 sets of lats in. And once those were done, I went on to these lat-supported, let's call them lat pull-downs. Sorry, chest-supported lat pull-downs. You guys, I'm sure, have seen these machines. These are very common machines. For some reason, I just feel like these are cheap machines. Not because they're not good, but just because every gym has them. I see them everywhere. But I do like them sometimes. Sometimes I don't. You know, I tend to honestly not to like them more than I do. But I just wanted to hit my lats on these machines. Not heavy. This is when I started going light. Good form. I did 1 arm at a time. And I would do each arm to failure. I wasn't doing my 5x5. I was doing more 10x10. So I would do 10 reps for my weak arm or my weak lat, and then I would do 10 reps for my stronger side. Then I would go back, and then that's when I would go to failure. And then I would just match the other side to failure, like I always say. If you guys watch me, you should already know this because I talk about this a lot, why I do each side individually sometimes. If I could, I would do that all the time, but it just takes too much time. But I stayed here for 2 sets, but these were intense sets to failure. And then once those were done, that would equal 8 sets of lats. Okay, so at this point, guys, my lats were definitely fully pumped. And then I wanted to do a little bit of mid-back. So I went over to another one of these kind of machines, but it was more full back focused, I would say. It was definitely hitting my traps, my rear delts, my rhomboids, and also my lats. So this was like a full back workout. And I also did not go heavy here. I went at a relatively lighter weight where I was able to get about, I think 10 or 11. I was doing them underhand, I think, as well. And, yeah, but these I just did double because, these I just did double hand because I was running out of time at this point. It was a little bit late. So I just stayed there for 2 sets, brought those to the maximum intensity that you can go, like I say. And I just finished it off with rear delts, okay? When I did my rear delts, I did it on a face pull standing. You can do it different ways, but I like to go really light, and I like to hold the ropes in between my fingers like this and kind of just like let my hands hang loose, you know, instead of like squeezing it, like getting biceps, forearms in it. Let my hands hang loose and just go light and really get a good burn on the rear delts, okay? With these, I like to pull them. So look, say if I'm doing, I'll do it like this. Say if I'm doing the face pulls right now, I like to pull them, not like towards my eyes, but I like to pull them up and out like this in a way, okay? Like this in a way. You'll see what I mean? But I only stayed here for 3 sets. My back was absolutely fully pumped. I went to show you guys my back pump. Now, in this gym, that is one of the problems, that the lighting is not good in this one room that I go in. They have another room too, but the light isn't always on. I'm just going to have to start asking the maintenance man to turn it on. I used to do that before I started making these videos, but I might just have to start again. But my back was looking pretty good still, even without the lighting, because there's absolutely no lighting here, and I feel like my back was still looking good. And you can see like it was fully pumped, and when I went to flex, when I went to do a back double by, you can see my lat spread there. But yeah, really good back day, good back pump. And then once I was done with my back pump, I went and I finished abs. I forgot to mention that I was supersetting my abs with rear delts on the ropes. And yeah, but I did about 3 or 4 sets with those supersets. But then once my back pump was done, I went back and I just did about 4 or 5 more sets of abs. And I got a really good ab pump yesterday. I did not record it. I don't think I did. If I did, I will include it right here. Okay, 191, almost 192, but guys, I'm getting excited to raise my calories again. The bulk continues, and we will continue to grow, continue to put on more muscle, more strength, because I see a lot of benefits so far in this bulk. Definitely strength gains too, 100%. But I will see you guys in the next video.